Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video on the minivan. I also want to thank today's video sponsor and sponsor of this van, rolloverjig.com. Massive thank you to you guys for sending us out a rollover jig. So we're going to get this on some wheels so we can flip it over upside down, see how rough it is, but it means we can do our work outside, which we've got to do now. So massive thank you to rolloverjig.com for that. The link is in the description, it's at the top, you can see it clear as day. Go check them out, buy your jigs, they do dollies, jigs, all sorts, so not just minis, for everything. Mention us, say Simpsons Classics, that'd be really helpful. Go and check them out, go and see the range of stuff they've got. The stuff I've got here looks really, really good. I've had some really good reviews on it. So we're gonna get this fitted up into the van, hopefully, and get it rolled over without too much drama. So that's the aim of today, but yes, please go check them out. Logo's there, website's there, links there, go do it. So here it all is. This is the rollover jig for a long wheelbase classic mini that has a easy lift setup on it as well, which should be quite good. Now, one thing I do want to note is I have dusted this all with some satin black. It does come bare metal. You can have it powder coated. You can have it any way you want it, made to however you want. This is a bare metal kit with casters and the center support, and it's basically the one. It's really, really good. But I said, look, I'm just going to rattle can it myself. It's going to go in and out. It's going to get damaged, it's going to get chipped. So I prefer to do it that way. So yeah, they don't come painted. One thing to note. So what we're going to do is we're going to start getting the instructions out and working out how the hell we're going to get this thing together. So in this box of goodies, spare spacers, casters, we should have somewhere, hopefully, some instructions. Yes, these look like instructions. Let's have a look at these. So I've got all these instructions, which is massively helpful. So you've got assembly instructions for the rollover jig. You've got the van back bracket. So this one apparently needs drilling. I do see some people just weld them on, which I might do, to be honest, instead of drilling holes in the van. Just give it a bit of a stitch each side. It's easier to get off. Then you've got how to put the center selection together. So it's got an extra caster in the middle. And then you've got the self-loader setup, which is, I really don't know what I'm doing with that. So we're going to have a little look at this. And hopefully we can get stuff worked out. So I'm not going to do a will it, how it goes together. I'll drop you in as and when I can. However, there's a lot of reading to do here. Don't do reading, don't like it, not good. So there's a lot of reading there, so I'm going to digest that with a brew. And then what we'll do is we'll get the van kicked out of the way. I'll put it how I think it should go, so front and back, and then we'll try and load it. I mean, it's on a pallet now, so we might have to move it and put it on some stands because obviously the centre bar needs to go through it. But we'll cross that bridge in a minute. So we'll work it out, I'll bring you in, I won't film too much of it, and I'll tell you just how nice and easy it goes together and just how good it actually is when it's together. So well, let's crack on. Right, so there's one thing to note there. I haven't taken these bolts out for this blanking plate here that puts the heater hoses through, so it's not sitting flush. So we'll fix that. But right, yeah, update. We've got the loading system part, you know, the rotational part on here and all moving, all like spaced out. I'll see, adjust it, pin goes in, and that's what locks you off. We've got it joined front to back, but there's adjustment. So these bolts here at the bottom, down there, they're just pinch basically, so you can move it forward and back, but it's joined together in the middle. So the pallet's out. At the back, haven't started the back yet. It's just built up and rolling, so the casters are on. There's some casters to go in the middle as well, which I'll do in a sec. But yeah, I'm just gonna, sorry doggo, I'm gonna battle and take these out, then I can sit that flat. And then all the hardware is these big bolts and then these big spreader plates that go underneath. Quite simple, it's coming together. The box is getting a lot less of nuts and bolts, and to be honest, once you have a look at visually and then read, you can work it out. To be honest, I'm working it out as things go on, but it is this instruction's great. So rolloverjig.com is very, very good at doing this. It shows you everything you need to do and stuff like that. So, right, I'm going to get rid of that out of my way. Right, so let's try that again. Now we've got them out. That's better. That's better. Right, should that sit like that? So I properly rest it on there. Or will it go up? Don't know, we'll find out. So, let's drop that through. Nice and easy. Get it all on loose. That's what I've been doing with everything, just getting it all on loose and then making sure I've got the right bits and pieces, and then going from there really. So that wants to be there. So yeah, that looks about right to me. Awesome. So I'll buzz that up, but before that, there's some supports that go down and onto the toe board at the front. So I'll go and grab them now. Right, so sometime later, guys, we've actually got it on the jig and it's outside. So I managed to rig it together enough to get it outside because I'm struggling for space, moving stuff around. So I filmed as much as I can. What I will say, kit's great. I'd definitely rate it. It's good. It's very fiddly to do on your own, could do with another person. Self-loader kit, for me, I usually use an engine crane, but it did make life a little bit easier, so worth having as well. But yeah, go and check out rolloverjigs.com because, I mean, look at it. That looks so much more professional and easier. I was a bit worried about the roof. It should fit back in. But should we do it? Should we turn it over? Pull the pin, let's see. Oh, it moves nice. Literally, like, look, if I wanted to, I could do one hand, but with my shoulder, I'm using two. It rolls really nice. Look at that! Got an upside down van. Honestly, how cool is that? It's gonna be like a rain shower. There you go. That, guys, that is a game changer. That is the best jig I think I've ever used. So thank you very much, guys, for sending that out to us. That is really, really cool. Do you want to see what it looks like underneath? Before I do that, you've subscribed, give this video a thumbs up, comment below, and make sure you go and check out rolloverjigs.com because, yeah, they do this for all sorts of cars, and trust me, I'm one of millions of people that suffers from a bad back, crawling around. It's just not nice. I want to do this one nicely, and it should make life easier. So let's roll it over and let's have a look at the underside of it properly. So easy to move. It's got its balance bang on. have a proper look now. Right, so yeah, fuel line's a bit knackered obviously, but this, look, this is all quite just crusty. This under seal, like this looks way worse than it actually is. Just all comes off, look. You know, a really good wire wheel, some good primer might actually save a lot of this. This is what I was quite intrigued by. I mean, there is holes here around the jacking point. It has got an oversill this side, you see, the dreaded oversill. Then it hasn't got one that side. So, obviously floor pan, someone's had a go here. I don't know what that is. This all looks decent. You know, it's not the worst front end I've seen in my life either. So, all around here, it all just needs properly cleaning. I'd love to maybe get a mobile shop blaster out if I'm honest. It would save me a mountain of time. Is that cracked? No, that's just paint. But yeah, you can see now the brackets on the jig, just how it works and bolts down. And yeah, I've left the fuel and brake lines on because I want to try and take them off one piece, because making your new one, you've got a pattern then. I don't think that's factory. And obviously the balance you saw in the last episode, it's just gone, isn't it? Completely gone. But yeah, one thing I had to do when I got it outside is just tack this piece in. So on a saloon car you'd have a different bracket. It came with that. I can do a saloon car as well. This is for an estate, so just welded that on so it's got some. But yeah, you can just get to everything now. How much easier that is. How much easier is that? Best tool ever, that. So this was a short video. Just wanted to get it on the jig and show you guys just how cool this product is. It's like the best tool I think I've ever had, because it's just so much easier. It's just gonna save so much time. It's so much more professional. I've got to work out here so I can wheel it out, work on it, wheel it back in. Nice and easy. Not got to set up, you know, and stuff like that. So, oh, that's quite rough. Oh dear. Yeah, that floor's bad. Like a patchwork quilt. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you go and check out the product because it is awesome. And the next episode, I guess we're going to start sanding stuff down and start cutting stuff up and yeah, doing all that noisy, grindy stuff. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much.